pretty fast. So let me start from my 19 years old period. I came to America when I was 19. Christ found me, and at the age of 27, I was married, and when I was 31, my first child was born. 33 years old, my second child was born. Both are boys. And ever since then, I have devoted my life to take care of my two sons. Around Thanksgiving of 2000, after several doctor's visits, my doctor discovered I have a rare disease called bone degeneration, and I have a spinal cord compression condition, very severe. That means that my arm cannot move, my legs are weak, and I cannot hardly stand, all right? And that's because of my cervical spine was messed up. And my doctor said, I'm a 40-year-old man in an 80-year-old body. And again, all six joints, my neck are messed up, it's all broken. That's why my brain's information cannot get to my muscles, so I cannot move freely and have restraint. So my doctor said, although we have six messed up joints, but we can only take care of two, the worst one first, and then the rest of them, we'll see what happens later. Right? So the doctor assured me there's nothing to worry about. He has done this operation many times, and after surgery, I should be able to move and regain my strength. So with that said, in March of 2001, I got through that surgery. 3.5 hours later, I woke up only to find my legs cannot move. My arms have very limited movement and strength. I knew something has gone terribly wrong. But my doctor was nowhere to be found. So after the whole night of screaming and yelling at the nurse, where's my doctor? Finally, the next morning, they found the doctor, found the surgeon, came in, and he took the CT scan, and without even saying a word, pushed me into the operating room, and I was under the scalpel one more time. And after I woke up, the doctor was standing next to my bed. He said, it's too late. The problem was that during the close-up of the incision, there's something went wrong. I have a blood clot in my spine. It was the overnight thing that made me worse. And he said, there's nothing we can do about it. So, at that time, my two sons were 11 and 13. As parents, you know those are the period or ages that your kids need you the most. And the thought of me as a dad not being able to play with my son, to take care of them, really terrifies me. Then I was transferred to a rehab center, and the rehab director comes in, read my medical chart, very sternly said to me, he says, Mr. Hui, if I were you, I wouldn't think about walking, because we just don't know how well you can recover. Maybe 6 months, maybe a year, maybe you will never walk again. We just take it one day at a time. So, again, having this news brought to me really took me into a very deep depression. During the following days, it feels like years of rehab. Every little movement I have to make is very difficult. I vividly remember one afternoon, they put me in the wheelchair. I said, Mr. Wei, try to push this thing around the hall, see how far you go. So I was on there, try to push it, and after about half an hour, I went around the hall twice, and I was very, very tired, and the room is about like 15 feet away, and I just wanted to go to my room and lie down, but I couldn't move anymore. So I was trying to my body kind of slouched up, because my back is very weak. So I was trying very hard to upright myself and try to push, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So at that time, I had doubt in my mind, and a little voice in me said to myself, look at you, how pitiful you are. Is it all you've got? Hey, you may never can take care of the kids anymore. So I can help tears stream down my face. But on the other side of my mind tells me, is it really that's all I have the rest of my life? It can't be. It can't be. There's got to be something better than this. So I prayed to God. I said, God, I can't give up. So please help me. So once again, I tried my very best to upright myself. And I took a deep breath and tried to push once. And amazingly, the wheel started to move. And immediately, I said to God, with these 4 little words, this one's for you. So I push, more tears come down my face. This one's for you, push again. The wheelchair started to move. 5 minutes later, I got back to my room. And ever since then, I went on more rehab exercise, and every time I need extra strength, a boost of strength and energy to do my rehab, I say these 4 words, this one's for you. And miraculously, 6 weeks, I have regained my control of my muscles. Amen. And soon after that, I was discharged. It's about 8 to 9 weeks, I went back to work. So amazing, isn't it?
Amen.
So 2 years later, I had another surgery. 2 more joints were fixed, so total of 4. I have 2 left. Don't worry. I have 2 left. So after the second surgery, I said to God, I realized that life is so fragile. Any day, anything can happen to you. I told God, God, that's gotta be more in life than me just taking care of the 2 kids. So I prayed to God that show me what He wants me to do. So in 2004, my old church, CPCOC over in Anaheim, started to have a contemporary music service once a month, and somebody invited me to play bass. I was hardly on the bass. My son was on the bass, so I borrowed his bass guitar and started playing with it. And I guess that's how my whole bass guitar playing career started. All right. So that was 2004. The Lord began to make me realize that that is what He wants me to do. Through all this brothers and sisters' encouragement, the congregations who worship with us. Since then, I became more aware of what God really wants me to do. And it is to involve in worship. So God continued to bless me with different opportunity to serve Him. In 2007, I joined the VOH Cantonese worship team. And in 2008, I had the privilege to join UTD 12, the Chang, and God showed me incredibly the agape love that He has for me, and my life was changed, and right after that, I wanted to go back and serve, and normally it's hard to get into the song team in the UTD, but nothing is impossible for God. So the next UTD, I was invited to join, and that's where I met Alan and June, and praise God, and UTD really took my worship to a next level of excitement and experience. So I thank God for that. And in 2010, I joined the FEC Diamond Bar Cantonese worship team, and I've been there since then. So in conclusion, knowing I still have 2 messed up joints in my neck, I really don't know when I need the surgery or when I cannot even stand up again. Who knows? God only knows. So I think that every day when I wake up, I'll be able to stand up and walk and go to work and practice my bass and worship Him on Sunday and other days as well. And I really thankful because it's not easy, because at times my pain is there, especially when I'm on stage. But remember that 4 little words that I used worked every time, right? So there you go. Here I am, worship Him every day, every weekend, and whenever God called me to serve Him. At this point in my life, my kids are grown, and they don't need me anymore. So all I wanted to do right now is to get involved with music and serve Him, because as long as I have breath every day and strength every day to play music for him. I'm forever blessed. That's it. Thank you.